So, do your body count the value? Degrade your value as a man?
What does the woman value in a man?
How you gonna answer a question with a question?
Right.
He's gonna answer it.
I'm gonna answer it. She's gonna answer it by answering the questions.
As a woman, would a man value in a woman? That's what you asked.
No.
I'm asking you, what do you value in men?
As long as they being like secure, you get what I mean? Long as you secure
What's
and
security? Confident
in yourself.
Okay.
When you
To
say
be
secure,
whatever you want to be.
All right, cool. So you want a man to be secure and confident in himself. Those are the things that you look for,
Yes.
right? And what do you think that I look for from you?
The same thing.
No, that's not what I
Long
look
as I'm
for.
secure and confident. and
How
be
you
able
gonna
to be
tell me what I
myself.
look for? I asked you what you look for. How you gonna tell me? I'll tell you what I look for.
I thought you was asking me, what do I think you looking for?
No.
yeah, you answered it, but you were just
No.
wrong.
No,
Right.
no,
That's
no.
what he asked
Stop.
me. That's all you
Everybody,
gotta say
please
is
pay
you're
attention.
wrong. Okay.
Because she all over the place. I asked you, what do you look for in me, in a man? What do you look for in a man? And you said secure, confident in yourself. And then I'm asking you, what do you think that I look for in you? Not in me, in
That's
you.
what I'm telling you.
And you're saying the same thing?
yes.
I'm okay. I
And
I'm
and,
going
and,
to
and,
correct you.
and a little bit and
Let
a
me
little
correct
bit
you.
of woman, like a little bit of caring.
Okay,
You get
let me
what I mean?
correct you. Men and women are not interchangeable widgets. We don't look for the same thing. Attraction isn't symmetrical, it's asymmetrical. So what you look for in me is different from what I look for in you.
Okay.
So I look for from you is loyalty first. Don't sleep with other men. That sex is only for me, right? The next thing is be feminine, be a woman. Don't try to be a man. Take off the fitted hat. Take off the jeans. Dress nicely. The other thing I look for is submissiveness. Follow
to
my
go.
lead. Be able to get on my program. Know your place and know your role as a woman. That's what I look for.
And
So
what's
is that
that
the
place?
same?
I'm
Alright,
very
no,
curious.
it's not.
right?
Can I ask you that?
Yeah.
It's a woman's place.
We'll get to that. Go ahead.
Because you said femininity, and I feel like
I didn't say femininity.
you know what I'm trying to say.
I
You
did
know
not say femininity.
you know what I'm trying to say.
No, I don't know what you're trying to say.
Say it then. Say the word.
Femininity?
No, say the word. You know the word.
I said femininity.
Okay, that word, everybody. I feel
Femininity.
like if I'm comfortable in the skin that I'm in, anything that I put on is feminine with that word.
Femininity.
Just say femme. Just
Femme.
say
You're making
femme.
me
I feel
jack
like-
up femininity.
Femininity.
Just say
Femininity.
femme, please.
I feel like it's femme because
Yeah.
eyes open, I can go from here to a skirt with a like banging girl. You get what I mean? But I'm on a chill day. I didn't want to do too much because I have a body.
He
You
doesn't
really-
mean by clothing.
No, he did.
No, he was.
said jeans.
He said jeans.
No, I said-
No,
I
no,
said
no, no, no,
fitted
no.
hat
Don't
and
use jeans as
jeans.
an example. You can't use jeans as an example because when I was a
Everybody
big
wears
Okay,
girl,
but Zal, listen.
when I was a big girl, that's all I
I
used
can
to wear.
use
was
that as an
jeans.
example.
You cannot because when
I'm
I was
saying
a big
that
girl,
it's an
that's all I
opinion.
used to
That's
wear.
a personal
I'm talking about the
preference.
fitted
Yeah,
hat
that's
with
an
the
opinion.
Because
Oh, you mean like the
She
combo?
asked
don't
me
like
though
this.
what
That's
I
what
look
I'm saying.
for.
No,
Yeah, I'm
I'm-
giving her my
that's
preference.
his
Yeah.
personal preference. Yeah.
And that's
But
what
are you
that's
saying
what I was saying
It's
when he
his
answered
opinion.
though.
It's his opinion.
You
Thank
asked him a
It's my
specific
preference.
It's
question.
his opinion.
Yeah, but he
Alright,
started
alright.
it off by saying
Said jeans.
to correct you can't correct somebody's opinion. That's your
Yeah,
opinion.
you
You're
can't,
entitled to it.
you can't
But
correct
you
my
also
preference.
said
Back to-
men
but
like.
back to your
You ain't
You
say
question.
to
you
her
like.
because you was like, this is
Men-
where I'm going to correct you. You can't correct something she
No,
got
she
an
was
opinion
saying
to.
what I want.
But you said what
said
men like.
what
You asked her.
You
You said
don't
what do
like
I,
the
what do you
jeans.
think I
You
look
don't like
she
this.
look for
And
in a
I'm
man
telling you
and then
this,
reversed
me
it.
as a big girl, if I show you,
I can correct someone's opinion, but go ahead.
Girls, you would never ever even
Let you
said
walk out the
that.
house.
You would never even said
Not with
that.
that dress on, man.
Not even with them jeans on.
You said, oh, you talking about when you were a big girl.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
Curves.
tell you.
Curves.
I was bigger.
What
I
does
was
that have
bigger
to- Baltimore?
Because,
You really are from Baltimore.
What does
Say you two do.
Stop. Look, now I'm about
Okay.
to quit the podcast right now.
okay, look, ladies.
But hold on, real quick. All seriousness, to answer your question, because you said you asked him originally if does he value what was it?
Do you value women that's off of the body count the same way? You get what I mean?
No,
So
as
you
a
was-
man,
Right. All right. So
valued.
basically, you said is the man. I asked
I just want you
is
to
the
repeat your
man
question
value
one more time.
is the man value the same as a woman doing the body count? And he said, "What do I look for in a man?"
Right now, notice how you guys had two different answers. Right? Notice how he said loyalty, not sleeping with other other guys, and notice how you didn't mention anything about him sleeping with girls.
Because
That's
if a
the
woman
difference.
doing her
That's
damn
the
job,
difference.
His point was, hold on. His point was, women deep down, they don't care about how many women a guy had sex with.
I must
Only
be an
men
alien.
care about how many sex partners a woman had. And you prove this point by saying, because you said secure and confident. You never said low body count, or you never mentioned anything about him having multiple partners.
because what y'all
And most
say,
women don't care about a guy having a lot of
but
partners,
this
as long
is
as
what
they're
y'all
as long
said
as he's
earlier.
loyal
You
to
already
her.
said that earlier. It's man nature to cheat. So what? Why am I even putting you below a pedestal?
No, you
You're
said it's
proving
men.
but you're
I'm an
proving
alien.
the point, right? You're proving the point that attraction isn't symmetrical. What you look for in a man, the man he doesn't look for the same thing in you. We look for two different things. That's all I'm saying. So to answer your question, you said that once again, your original question, the question that we asked first, does a woman's body count matter? Then you just flipped it. You said, well, does a man's body count matter? So I asked you, well, does a man's body count matter to you? Instead of asking you that, I said, what do you look for from a man?
That's different.
But you said
didn't-
all of your answers had nothing to do with sex. You would have said,
not worried
I look
about
for a
sex.
loyal man. I look for purity in a man.
That's what he's saying.
That's what you would have said. Oh, you good. You can come back.
We don't look for the body
Because
count.
a
We don't
man
look for
gonna
that.
be a man. I'm not worrying about a man.
Hey, you good. You can sit back
Ollie,
down.
come
Yeah,
back.
you come back down. Okay. And then you said that opinions can't be wrong.
No, I never said that.
I thought you said that.
No,
She
I said
you
the way
can't
you said
correct.
it.
You can't correct somebody's opinion, something like that.
But he said he could, so I left it.
Yeah, you can. Well, if an opinion is wrong, then that's when you can correct it. Because if it's wrong,
That'd be wrong if it's for you.
Your opinion, that's what I was stuck
Okay,
on, but I
for
wasn't about to
example,
argue.
if I say her hat is blue and it's really red, my opinion is wrong.
yeah.
But that's not an opinion.
That's not an
That sounds
opinion.
dumb.
Well, my
What? It is an opinion.
that's my opinion. My opinion is your hat is blue.
But the facts is, you know that it's not.
No, the fact would be
red.
colorblind.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Y'all about to
Like-
No, ladies, thank
was
you.
trying to
You're
make a point.
proving the point. The point that he just proven, and you correct. You said no. That's your. But the facts is that the het is red. That's what we've been trying to give y'all the
So
whole
you're
time.
trying
So
to
when I'm saying
respect-
that body count, when we speak about body count, I'm giving you these statistics. I'm giving you the facts on it, right? But y'all still
All right.
going off. Y'all still saying,
How
"Oh,
can
I
you
don't
have
agree."
facts
I-
if you
I
never
got
been a
one.
woman
I
that
got
had a
one.
body
I
count?
got
These are
one on the
statistics.
Can I cuss now? It's after an hour.
Listen,
I got
shorty,
one on the f***ing money. I ain't got no kids. Why all y'all niggas got kids?
Who's y'all?
He ain't got
Just
no
in-
kids.
I'm just talking in
general?
general.
Yeah.
Like y'all been talking in general this whole time.
Okay,
Why
that's
do
your question.
everybody got kids after 25? After 20?
Is anybody
This is
having
the
sex?
question.
So you're comparing your anecdotal situation to a general?
What the hell?
I'm
Why?
confused.
And why when I ask a question, it go like,
Confusing.
Literally a
but
question.
I'm asking a
No,
general
it
question.
was-
Why do all these people have kids?
Kids are men.
D.
Huh?
Men and women?
Why do all these people have kids?
And you don't have none.
No, I don't want none.
I mean,
that's
you're
a
supposed to
difference because I can
procreate,
give yours
child.
back. I don't want none that I can give back.
Okay, so that's your question. Why do people have a lot of kids?
Where did that question stem from? What makes you ask that?
What?
Because
I'm
y'all keep
confused.
I forgot
interrupting
what-
me, and now I forgot the question.
She's
That's what you
asking why
said.
so many people have kids and then relating it to their body count.
Yes,
Is that what you were
Thank you.
trying to do?
thank
That
you.
wasn't what she was trying to
That's
do.
what I was trying to say.
That's the question,
so you mean
anyway,
for like
because-
like men who got like 8, 9?
Yeah, y'all got all these goddamn kids, but y'all worrying about a damn body count.
And saying that
Oh,
women
they
aren't
don't
worried
count. They
about
weren't
men's
talking
body
about
count.
No,
It's
that's
not too many of those-
Talking
that.
about women
I
have
mean-
a lot of kids too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Had a
do,
chick
but
on here
I'm.
last week. She had 9 kids.
That ain't my problem.
Yeah, she
That
did
ain't my
that.
problem.
Oh, the
So
grandma.
what you talking about?
Child-
Oh,
shit. Yeah.
Oh! Quiet! Stop it! What happened to Vegas stays in Vegas.
Oh man, I'm ready to go watch somebody get
We love the pretty
Y'all saying
girls.
someone
We
was
love
starting?
pretty girl
We love
Nina.
pretty
We love
girls.
the pretty
Someone was
girls.
For sure.
That shit.
All right, we got King Simba sends in $2. Ask them if they had their fathers in their life. Good
I
question.
had my mom and dad.
Let's go around the
My
panel.
dad raised me, actually.
We're gonna go around the panel. Have you had your father in your life?
Yes.
Okay, he's still in your life?
Yes.
Good. What about you?
like the sperm donor.
Yeah, Mo.
Yeah, like
Who
is your
else?
father in your
Your
life?
dad.
Your
I have
real
a father figure, so
Oh, okay.
I have two, so that's why I was asking.
Like
Okay.
since you were a kid?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
But your real father was still in your life, though. Like,
for like 3 years, like my first 3 years of my life.
oh, but then you had a stepfather.
I had him like the whole time, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
What about you?
My father is deceased.
But that's the
so-
one that passed?
No,
No, her
mother
mom just
passed.
died.
Or both your parents passed?
Yeah.
Sorry for your loss. Our condolences. What about you?
No, I didn't. I didn't have my father in my life.
And you?
I was raised by my dad.
You was raised by your dad, and you still ended up on a stripper pole?
He must be
Yeah.
a simp.
Oh, I want
He
to.
was a pimp.
She said he was a pimp. He wasn't a simp. He was a pimp.
He was a oh, stop.
I mean, well,
sure.
That explains a lot.
that explains a lot too.
I mean,
yeah, if
not
you see
really,
him bringing a
'cause
lot of chicks
of
in.
course, he was more strict because he didn't want me to go that route.
But you did that.
But,
And I
but you were
didn't
but you were
fully go
seeing
that
him
route.
with a whole lot of women, right?
Well, I was the girl, so I didn't really get to see that. He kind of hid that from me, but I knew because I was newsy kid.
Okay, yeah,
my
that's what I'm
brothers
saying. So,
told-
like, yeah, you seen that, you know, how
Yeah.
your
that
father.
explains a lot, actually.
That explains a lot because you seen how your father was
Curious.
treating
Very
women.
hungry.
And also, if you could stop with the popping of the bottle, you good. But what I'm saying is, you seen how your father was treating women, and it wasn't a good example for how a woman should be treated because
I mean, he
you were
treated
seeing
them
him.
good, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, well, if he's pimping out women, is he actually treating them good? Is that morally good to pimp women and have women go ahead and sell their sex and take the money?
Absolutely not.
Oh, obviously it's not good. So obviously what you witnessed from your father and how he treated women, it wasn't a good example. So
Not at all.
therefore you don't really know how to be treated by a man because
That's
your
not true.
father wasn't a good example.
I had my grandfather and my brothers.
It
We're
wasn't a
speaking about
solid-
your father. You live with your father. That was your main primary caretaker. So
Yeah. I'll say he didn't really expose to me a lot of who he was. So I didn't really find it out until I got older. But
You already said
I
you were
was
a sneaky
always a
kid.
princess. You know what I'm saying? And he always told me, you know, what I should value in a man and what a man should value in me. He always taught me those things. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't treat my mom like those women.
The
well,
point is, if
obviously he didn't instill that into you because you ended up selling your sexuality.
That was my choice, though.
You can say that is your
influenced
choice.
that
It's in
It didn't have nothing to do with my father.
well, parents can't protect their kids from everything. We know that, but we're saying that as a father, you are the masculine presence in your children's life.
Right.
And you're supposed to give guidance. You're supposed to be the example. So if you see the way he's treating women and it's not morally good, then obviously you never witnessed an example of a man that treated a woman good on
I
a
have.
on
He
a
treated my
consistent
mom good.
basis. How did your father treat your mom good if he has all of these women that he's pimping out? That don't make any sense.
That wasn't her business, nor was it our word.
the point is, like, you were
You know?
You
influenced by
knew
what your-
about it though, so
She knew about it,
No,
but
if you never knew
she
about it,
accepted it, and they was okay with that, and he treated her.
The point is,
How
if
she
you,
wanted to be
if you-
treated.
if you never were exposed to what your dad did, you most likely would have never went down the path you went down.
That's
If
not
you
true.
If
it's
you never,
the probability is extremely
But
higher.
I just said I didn't find a lot of that out until we were older.
you also said that
Did
you
wait,
were
time
nosy.
out, question.
Yeah, I
Did
was a
you
nosy
don't go
kid.
back? No, real
I
quick,
knew
E,
about
stop
it,
it.
but
She
I
just said
haven't
something.
seen
Listen.
it.
So listen, you just said something. Before you got on the stripper pole, did you know that your father was pimping out hoes?
No,
You didn't know
I
that.
started really young.
So you started doing that really young. That proves the point even further.
How? I didn't know.
Proves
What
the
my
point
dad
even
was.
You
further.
said that you
I'll
knew your dad was a pimp because you were a nosy kid.
Yeah,
So
you didn't ask me when that happened
you
or
said
when I
kid.
found
That's
out.
alluding
Yeah, I
that
found
you
out
were
when
a
I was
minor.
a kid, but I was already. Yeah, I was a minor. Right.
Exactly.
Key word.
That's the
I
point.
started dancing as a minor, and
You're making our point even further. Keep
yeah.
talking.
But when I found out my dad and what he did, like as far as physically seeing it, I was 17.
I got you. So here's
what
what
I'm
I'm saying. I'll peel the layer back to things so you can understand what we're saying. So as a man, if you are out there and you have a daughter or kids or whatever it may be, but the business that you partake in is immoral, right? It's an immoral business and it's against women It's against women. It's literally using women for their sexuality, meaning that he's a pimp. He has women that comes around and he puts these women up on game. Hey, yeah, this gonna be the guy, boom, boom. When you get that, bring that back to me, boom, boom. I split you, boom, boom. I'll give you your percentage. And he take the percentage. So obviously, if he has these characteristics within himself, do you think that that type of individual that treats women that way, that he can really guide and protect and love his little daughter a different way?
He did.
He did. So if he did, though, then how can you be exposed to being on a stripper pole at a very young age when you were a minor? That means that he wasn't guiding you.
It had nothing to do with my dad.
That means that guidance, baby girl. Listen,
my friends, my peers,
yeah,
and the people I surrounded my own
fathers instill.
It wasn't in my house at all.
Totally fine. We got things. Here's the thing about influence. I'll break things down to you a little bit, right? Because life.
He wasn't the influence of that.
I got you. Look, life works like this. We got our home influence of our parents and stuff like that. That's a big influence. But then we got the outside influence, like the groups we hang around, the school we go to, the TVs we watch, the things that we're into. That's influence too. Siblings, that stuff, that's influence too. The father, if he's a good father, he should be aware of this.
He is.
Right? And if he's aware of this, he should do his best job to protect you from bad, negative outside influences. This means that he should give you guidance and instill certain things in you, instill certain characteristic traits in you, so you're more disciplined to reject the negative influences.
And he has.
If he did that, why did you accept the negative influences and end up on a stripper pole as a minor?
Because rebellion. There you go.
That just means that he didn't instill the proper things into you to reject it because you accepted it.
I accepted it because he was way too strict and over the top.
You're just making this point.
You're just proving my point even further. So I'll tell you something.
I never disagreed with you.
Totally fine. My grandfather instilled something in me. At a very young age, my grandfather said, "You don't cuss, boy. Don't cuss. You cuss, you're going to get a whooping." And he not only instilled that in me, but I had an example of my older brother. He never cussed. He didn't cuss. So I always had cuss words in my mind and wanted to say them and stuff like that. But it's like, you know what? My grandfather instilled this in me, said, listen, if you can control your tongue, you can control your destiny. Right? If you can control your tongue, you can control what your future would be. So watch the things that you say. You don't have to utilize these words because these words are actually useless. So just try to get some other words to use. You get what I'm saying? Within that stayed with me. Right? So I don't cuss, and I instill these things into my daughter, and my daughter doesn't cuss, right? My children don't cuss and stuff like that. So what I'm saying is there's certain characteristic traits of do's and don'ts, of wrongs and rights that your parents would instill things into you, or your grandparent or something like that would instill certain traits into you, some morality to ground you, to give you a backbone that it's unchangeable, right? So, all right. But what I'm saying is, obviously, your father didn't instill certain traits in you, so you can have the discipline to reject the negative influences.
That wouldn't be true because certain things happened to me in the midst of those times.
Maybe he did instill some things into you
to go there,
but not the main thing into you. Listen, baby girl, your value is tied to your sexuality.
That's your opinion.
No, it is tied to your sexuality. It just says all women, your value in a man's eyes and in society eyes. Why do you think that...
You can't speak for every man.
Why do you think that sex industries are the most paid industries for women? Because...
What do you mean? The gay men are more paid than women. Those are men.
It's a much smaller population of gays, so you are a liar.
A smaller population of gays.
Do you think?
Who told you that?
Do you think that the gay population is bigger than the heterosexual population?
Yes.
Oh, dang. Never listen.
You got to count the genital and the gels. We can't. We come on.
Bro, you
Come on.
living in delusion land.
No, I'm not.
I've
I've been around the world, and there's more gay people than it is straight.
In America,
And this-
the gay population prior to all the propaganda.
but what about all the
Stop
people
it.
that
Prior
hide their
to-
sexuality that
prior to
don't
all-
tell you that
prior-
they're
listen,
gay?
Let me finish my point. Stop cutting me off. Here's the truth. Prior to all the propaganda and the push of LGBTQ, the gay population always hovered around 2%. When the rainbow flag propaganda was pushed, that means that the influence of accepting, LGBTQ and stuff like that,
So are
it
we
increased to
including the
around like
DL
7 to 8%.
Are we including the DL people? And the bi-curiouses and the bisexuals and the... Because that's a lot. That's
Bruh.
a plethora. That's considered gay.
Bruh. She think the gay population is just as big as... Okay, so question for you.
Okay.
If you think that the gay population and the heterosexual population is the same, you think it's the
I
same?
didn't say it was the same.
Bruh,
I said it's
did
just
she
as-
say it's the same?
Don't ask me, please don't.
I never said
she
the same. I never
gaslighting?
used that word.
So what word do you use?
I said that it's not smaller.
Okay, first of all, I just Googled it. According to a 2025 Gallup poll, 2% of U.S. adults identify as gay.
How many are DL?
So I was right. That's 2%.
How many
Yeah,
are down
on the
low?
down low.
Oh my God.
Wait. She changed her whole perspective.
Who's really going to be on it?
What
They-
you mean? A lot. It's way more DL
But
than
wait.
there's openly gay people. You know
Okay,
that, right?
So if they are on the DL, they wouldn't vote saying that they are a part of the gay
at all.
population.
Just
But
like
I'm
the
saying,
person
so
with
like-
HIV
It's still
that
gonna
don't
be a
know
low
they
percent.
have
Even
it.
if they did identify, it'll probably go up to 5%.
Let's just...
Way much higher than that.
No,
There are more
let's just...
straight people than there are gay people.
You think so?
I got a question for you. So...
Me as a woman know better because I
Here's
be around a lot of gay people.
Here's just a quick, easy question. Let's just test your logic. So you believe that the heterosexual and the homosexual population is around the same? Around the same.
Yeah,
Not the same, but around
equal,
the same.
but
Not equal, but it's around the same. So like you say 45, 55%?
I would say
Give your percentage.
maybe 40, 60.
40, 60. Okay, so 40% of American population is gay, homosexual, 60% is heterosexual. How would we be able to sustain a population in America if that is the case?
Because gay men still have sex with women.
She got an answer for everything, bro.
Bruh.
They do. Am I lying?
Bruh.
No, I
Bruh,
don't really understand
You're
what's
speaking
being
about
asked here.
gay men. We're speaking about gay men and gay women.
Right.
These are men that do not want any women, and these are women that do not want any men. If there's 40% of the population, how will we be able to sustain our current population in America?
They still
It would
procreate,
fully
bro. They
be-
still have
They
babies.
wouldn't be procreating to the same degree as the heterosexuals at
Why
all.
don't they? They have sex to have babies. All the
Stop it. They're
time.
having. Listen, you're
okay.
just
That's how
speaking
they have-
nonsense.
no, that's how they have babies.
Some of
I
them.
can promise you that.
Stop it.
The gay boys
So
get the
even if you
lesbians
say-
pregnant
stop
to
it,
have
stop
the
it, listen.
babies.
Even if you say 40%, right,
Mm-hmm.
are homosexual.
Mm-hmm.
How many of those people, of the homosexuals, I want you to think about this. How many of those 40% of homosexuals do you think are bisexual?
Half.
So then 20%. That's still real big. Think about this. Let's say if 20% of the population was not procreating, how can we sustain our current population today and for the past years as the population already been
But you don't
decreasing
have
due to
be
feminism and all
bisexual to
this
have
other
a
stuff?
Baby. You could just give sperm or whatever the case may be.
Wait,
We can
what?
still procreate. There's ways around that stuff.
Okay,
They're
look,
only gay
okay,
They're
people
not.
with it.
It's a lesbian with a lesbian. They don't want a man. They don't
But you,
want any
you also
babies.
have lesbians.
4% of adults identify as bisexual.
You said
So he's giving them
1%?
facts. That's 4%. So 2%
that you
is
know of.
homosexual. 4% is bisexual.
But what about the DL
So listen,
men who's
baby
having
girl,
babies
let's
with
just-
women and still sleeping with men?
Okay, look.
that gay world is really big.
It's
so
huge.
We're not saying
Got it,
you
got it,
ain't
got it.
know
Nothing
nothing
about
about
it.
it. There's still
You
more
wouldn't
straight
know
people than
nothing
there are
about
gay
it.
people, no matter what. Remember, there's like billions of people in.
But how many gay
There's
men are
billions of
comfortable
people
coming
that
out
we
to
think
tell
is
you that they're
actually straight,
gay?
and they really not though.
It's almost
Really not.
That's
Listen,
not a lot,
it's-
though.
It's
So-
very, it's very
Okay.
simple to say. Listen, so
Yeah, I'm ready.
here's what we'll say. Right, it's very simple to conclude that you are delusional.
Or
It's very
I have
simple
facts
to
and you don't
conclude
want
that.
to accept
What
the truth
facts
because
did you put out when we were speaking facts?
well, you wouldn't know anything about being a gay man because you're not a gay man.
What
and the
are you
statistics-
speaking about? We're
and the
speaking about
statistics
statistics.
are
He just wait. Your partner just
Statistics are
said
never accurate because you don't get all the answers, and all
Right.
gay
No.
people don't come out and
Do
say
I
they're
have to-
gay.
okay, think
and then
about
you
that
have people
logic.
that's down low that have families
Think about
with
the
women
logic.
and go lay with men. This is
Think
what they
about
do.
the logic.
But they're all part of the gay
Got
community.
it. Think about what you just said.
all of them.
You
There's
just said
how many
that-
letters in that
Got it. Stop.
alphabet?
Great.
A lot.
You just said that you are not gay, so you can't understand someone that is gay.
No, I said you don't understand the gay community.
She's like, not me.
If we reduce the community down to one, would that be a person?
What you mean? Ask that again.
If you reduce the community down to one, would that be a person?
What you mean reduce it down to one?
You have
Which
a community.
Because you saying a community.
It don't matter. Yes. It would be.
God
Like-
dang, they slow, bro. What is going?
Regardless.
This may be the lowest IQ panel
No, he-
ever. So if you like that clip and you want to watch more, click right here. But if you want to watch the full episode, click right here.